Hey there, and welcome to another video. Today, I'll be giving you some tips on how to 2v2 in Rogue Demon, or just fight alongside teammates as a whole. One-on-one fights are simple, but when you add more people into the equation, things can become much more complicated. The more people there are, the more factors there are in deciding who wins or loses in a fight. Those who work together can easily decimate anyone they battle, while those who can't usually fall very quickly. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. First things first, you'll want to be aware of your surroundings. A big mistake that most players make when going into their first team fight is that they treat it like two 1v1s rather than a 2v2. If you get too focused on the person in front of you, then you're vulnerable to being attacked by another opponent. The same goes for your teammate as well. If your teammate is about to die in a 100-0 combo, and you're focused on trading blows with whoever is closest to you, then you're probably going to end up boss raiding. It's best to keep everyone alive, because when a 2v2 turns into a 2v1, things get a lot harder. Take note of the people around you. If you're doing a combo and you see another person rushing to help, move away so that you aren't punished. If your teammate just hit someone with eye basket, jump in and throw out some attacks so that you can confirm that person's death. The better you get at taking things into account, the easier it will be to team fight. For the second important tip of team fighting, you'll want to take advantage of what's around you. The most common example of this is attacking someone who your opponent just hit with String Slash M2. Since they're second place, they'll be helpless to defend against whatever moves you have, especially if your ability has a guard break. However, you can also use your opponents to your advantage. If you put one person in between you and your opponent, it'll be much harder for the enemy to directly attack you. If you get really lucky, this can even lead to your opponent wasting moves on their teammate, hurting them and giving you another opportunity. You can also jump into your teammate's fight and help them fight their opponent, which can give you a lead in battle. Everything is an opportunity, and as long as you take them, you'll be completely fine. Now, for the third and final important tip for team fights, it's to use moves that synergize well together. For example, if you use Sound Weaving and String together, there's a lot of combinations you can do. If you hit someone with String Slash M2, your teammate can dash in and use String Performance, since your opponent won't be able to dodge. Then, you can use Eye Basket, and your teammate that's using Sound can go throw everything they've got at the enemy. This usually confirms your victory, and is a powerful combo that's specific to certain movesets. As a whole, String tends to pair up very well with anything in Rogue Demon when it comes to team fighting, so feel free to pick it if you need to. Once you know all of these tips and tricks for fighting in teams during ranked matches or in public servers, you, alongside your teammate, will be unstoppable. Of course, having overall skill will help, and these tips won't help you if you aren't good enough to survive a simple 1v1. However, if you do know the basics, then knowing these rules will give you the edge in any team fight and let you open up a path to victory with your teammate. Now, before I end off this video, I just want to say that teaming in public servers against one person who's all alone is a terrible practice. If you do this, it's basically giving yourself a mark of a bad player. So, only use this advice for when the odds are against you or when both teams are on equal terms. Otherwise, you're a loser. With that being said, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe since it helps out a lot, and I'd greatly appreciate it. As always, I'm Noob Eternally, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye!